When we sin, it's so easy to feel like we need to hide that sin because we feel shame and we feel guilt. And you're not alone in this. All throughout the Bible, we find stories about this. Even Adam and Eve, when they first sinned, they went and hid from God. And when David did what he did with Bathsheba, he tried to hide it. When Jacob sinned against Esau, he tried to hide it. And there's so many times throughout Scripture where we find people who did something wrong. They sinned. They know that they hurt the people around them. They know that they hurt God or even Jesus. Like Peter, when he betrayed Jesus, he tried to hide from him by going fishing. And whenever we do that hiding, we're not actually hiding from anyone, because here's the thing: God already knows. God knows everything. And because God knows everything, he already knows what we've done. And what we do sometimes is we hide it because we're full of shame and guilt. We're afraid of the condemnation that will come because of the sin that we've done, because of the wrong thing we've done. But what we need to do is we need to trust that God is our loving Father. That's why why Jesus told the story of the prodigal son. And when that son had wasted his entire father's inheritance, he then comes back to the father, and the father doesn't condemn him. The father doesn't make him feel awful for everything he's done, but his daughter takes him and forgives him and restores him back to sonship, restores him back to the previous place that he was in. And that's what Jesus did for us on the cross. By him dying on the cross and then coming back to life, we can now be accepted into God's family, and we are forgiven for the sins we've done and placed back into a position of co-heirs and with Jesus, that we are taken care of by our loving Father. So when we mess up, what you need to do is don't hide. Go ahead and confess and accept the forgiveness that can only come from God.